Hello there and welcome everyone to Watkins Glen. The Sony Pole Award today goes to Charlie Smith, getting his Pole Award. Very unexpected from Charlie Smith, but the whole entire Athenian bunch has been really quick this weekend. A surpriser alongside of him is Stephen Pollard III, his last Sony Cup Series win coming on a road course. No surprise that Pollard, even after a run that he had over in Cleveland for CM Racing, he's on the outside the front row. Some road ringers all up around in the top 15, having a good qualifying effort. Road courses have been a bit random this season. Guys that usually have not ran that well on speedways, short tracks, and super speedways, giving a good showing here. And Watkins Glen, no different for some of these guys. A lot of drivers that we expect to be the favorites that usually wouldn't be favorites on a weekly basis. But DJ Kurtis, starting inside the top 10, is obviously the favorite for this race weekend, having an average finish of first in all the road course races this year. 3 wins, with the only road course race that he has not won this season being the rain race, and he finished second. Some of our title contenders are starting deep in the field, but our main contenders of DJ Kurtis and Jeff James starting beside each other in 8th and 9th. This should be an exciting race. We're only 14 races to go, 13 after this one. The championship is going to get intense. Jeff James and Kurtis are really close, but you got guys like Bassinger, DeMax, Glen, Lamas Griffin. They're all trying to get back in contention to possibly win this championship. But what is on the line here today? A lot of drivers want to grab a win, and this is a great place to do it. You saw in the starting grid a bunch of drivers starting up high in the grid that have a shot at taking the win here at Watkins Glen. Let's get you down to the start of round 23. Here we come to the green flag. Charlie Smith down 30th in the point standings, a free agent for next year. Charlie Smith trying to make a statement that he wants to be a cup driver for next year. Trying to find a ride. Silly season just started. Him and Pollard III don't have rides. They're trying to prove themselves here at the Glen. The green flag is out, and the leaders head to turn 1. Up the short chute in the S-bend. Everyone makes it through fine. Remember, we do not have cautions for these road course races. It's a true endurance race. As the field is spread out in the back of the field, Eugene DeMax, who has came runner-up in these races a lot of the time, is trying to make a move on Stephen Pollard III, and it looks as though he might be able to get the chance to do so. Looks like we may have had some problems in the back of the field. We're going to get a look and see what happened there. Yes, trouble in the back of the field when Sky Commons slid up in front of title contender Jesse Turner. He had a bad qualifying effort. We mentioned that in the pre-race. Into Chris Dodd, Malik Nevins, and everyone had to check up. But that was our first incident of the day, which stacked up a bunch of guys. Matt DeLeo is one that had a great qualifying effort, but he gets turned by Andreas Allen, and into the tire barrier he goes, and he will be our first retiree of the race. Nearly had a trouble right here with Jake Hart, Matthew Rodriguez, and Levi Pasco. Pasco slides and into the barricade there, but he was able to keep on going. He has some right side damage after all that. Battle for second position, Zachary Fitzwater trying to make a run on Eugene DeMax, while the lap car of Sky Commons has gotten in the way of Jeff James. Jeffrey Finn guy, Stephen Pollard III, able to make a pass on him. Jeff James right now in front of DJ Kurtis. That is for points in the championship. However, Kurtis going to try and dig hard. Going to use Sky Commons as a pick and go by. Trouble for Nick Mace as he gets punted off the course by Levi Pasco when he spins into him into the bus stop. And Nick Mace, who had a terrible qualifying effort here at Watkins Glen, him and Levi Pasco having issues. This is going to hurt Mace a lot, as he was really hopeful of trying to make a championship run down the home stretch, but this is just going to prove my point even more that Nick Mace will not be a title contender for 2017. We have a battle for the lead brewing. Charlie Smith has led all the laps so far, but Fitzwater going to do the crossover. Smith hits the wall, and Charlie Smith's going to lose not only the lead, but also second position now, as Eugene DeMax pounces and will get his eyes on Zachary Fitzwater now. Fitzwater trying to break a long winless drought. He has not won a race since round 4 of California in 2016. Been a while for Fitzwater. He's a free agent for next year, looking for a ride. A win would go a long ways to try and get a good ride for 2018. Here comes DJ Kurtis fighting Jeffrey Finguy for the 5th position as he goes around on the outside. Finguy trying to hang in, but Kurtis looks as though he's going to be in the preferred line to take over the spot in the next corner. Kurtis, the point leader right now, looking to extend his point lead on Dom Capps and Jeff James as they are a few positions behind him, with Kurtis taking over the 5th spot. Kurtis looking to try and get yet another position on someone else, trying to go around Charlie Smith for the 3rd spot. Smith trying to hang in. Looks like that car is not handling as good as it was after he hit the wall. So Kurtis trying to methodically work his way to the front, looking for a 4th road course victory. He's so strong on these road courses. I don't understand how Kurtis can be so good, but Fitzwater and DeMax have also been equally as strong. Kurtis around the outside is going to take over the position on Charlie Smith, I think, however, but Smith's hanging in, trying to fight back with him. But DeMax and Fitzwater are trying to do battle right now. As the Rookie of the Year contenders, Ryan Griffin and Dejon Weeks have been battling hard for the last few laps. Griffin blocked Weeks, and right into Weeks he went. They tangled when Griffin threw a big block on Weeks. And Griffin now has a load of front-end damage after hitting the wall. Griffin and Weeks have been battling hard with each other the last few laps to try and get ahead of one another. And now Griffin's got a load of front-end damage. That might be an issue to the radiator, as he is slow on the track, and that big block's gonna cost him, as Dejon Weeks is gonna go by Griffin here, and Weeks will end up taking over the point of the Rookie of the race. Whoa, trouble! Andreas Allen is spun into Jake Bassinger, a title contender. Jordan Fisher nails Allen, and Zane Davidson's involved as well. Man, Allen cannot find a break this year. Jake Bassinger did not need this for his title hopes. That's going to be a tough break for Bassinger. He needed to try and make up points. He was not running well. And this is going to take a big hit to Bassinger's title hopes here. While Andreas Allen was heading back to the pits, he was trying to get over, and he got into Jeffrey Finguy and the 15 of Jeff James. That's going to hurt Jeff James in the title run. Jeff James did not need that. He was having a great run. He was inside the top 10, trying to chase down DJ Kurtis. But this is going to take a big blow to the title contenders, Jake Bassinger, Jesse Turner, and now Jeff James. Jeffrey Finguy had a strong car here today, and he takes a well of a lick. So does Finguy and James. They're going to be out of the race. We're very worried about this lick with Andreas Allen, Finguy, and James. Man, especially Allen, James, and Finguy all took very hard hits. But, man, you're going to see here, Allen just gets pushed right into this wall with a big lick. All of them. Burton got a piece, and he went out of the race as well. So that's a tough lick. We're sure hoping those drivers are okay. As we're completing halfway now, Zachary Fitzwater leads the way still. Eugene DeMax has lost touch with him. DJ Kurtis trying to reel the gap in. They still have to pit. There's been a lot of cars that have pitted still. And they short pitted. We're going to go back through the field a little bit. Jordan Davis sits in 4th. Dom Capps in 5th. And Luke Martin in the 6th position. 7th is Jeffrey Lynn. 8th, James Silverfox. 9th is Dylan Young. 10th position, Sean Harple. 11th, Ryan Acosta. 12th is Nick Mace. 13th, William Brock. And then go back to the 14th position. Matthew Rodriguez is the first car that's short pitted, and he's sitting in the catbird seat along with Charlie Smith. These guys pitted early. Carson Scott, Bradley Bishop Jr., Jacob Hart, Charles Sanford, and Jesse Turner. They all short pitted, but can they make it all the way to the end on fuel? I'm not sure if they can or not, but it's going to be interesting to see. As Fitzwater still leads the way, will he come on in? No, he's not. When will Fitzwater pit, and when will the other leaders pit? We're going to have to find out. Fitzwater is waving that he's coming in. Fitzwater, the leader, is going to dive it in, while Eugene DeMax and DJ Kurtis stay out another time. They're going to take the chance on getting some fresher rubber than Fitzwater in the long run down the home stretch. Jordan Davis and Dom Capps, 4th and 5th place, come on in. DJ Kurtis waving to his crew that he's going to come on in, but DeMax stayed out another time, but he slapped the wall while he stayed out. So this might hurt Eugene DeMax. Kurtis pitted the lap later than Fitzwater. Here comes Kurtis coming on out. That's Fitzwater. Fitzwater's going to go by, but where will Kurtis line up? He's going to be sort of right there, but you see where Rodriguez is. He made up a good bit of time by short pitting, but he's not going to have the best tires as good as Kurtis and Fitzwater are, because he's got about 5 laps on them tires, but Kurtis lined up right there with Fitzwater. DeMax, the same lap, or the next lap later, has decided to come on in. He's going to have the best tires of all our leaders here at the end of the road, but how will that damage play a role? There is Zachary Fitzwater, and there's DJ Kurtis. A very costly pit stop for Eugene DeMax. There goes Davis. There goes Capps. And now here comes Eugene DeMax out, and that pit stop is what's going to cost Eugene DeMax a chance at winning the race. It's a very, very costly slow stop for the 2014. The new race leader at the line will be Luke Martin. He has yet to pit in his 6th car, looking for his 20th career victory, but he still is going to need to pit. James Sorfox in 2nd. Back in the 3rd position is Sean Harple now, as he has not pitted yet either. Then it is Ryan Acosta in the 4th position, Nick Mason 5th. Then it is William Brock in the 6th position. 7th position now will be Zachary Fitzwater. Then it is Matthew Rodriguez and DJ Kurtis. If anyone's going to have anything for Fitzwater, it's going to be that 19 car of DJ Kurtis. I'm not real sure what the strategy is for Luke Martin. It's lap 24 now, and he has not came down pit road yet. Neither has the 28 of James Silverfox. Sean Harple and Ryan Acosta, the top 4, have yet to pit here. And I'm not sure why they haven't, because they're still going to lose some time. They're not the quickest ones out there. However, they're not losing that much time either. So they're still relatively up to speed and running pretty good, but they don't have the fuel to make it to the end. But as it looks here, Zachary Fitzwater, I didn't expect this, but Matthew Rodriguez, even with older tires, is able to hold off DJ Kurtis. It's a great call by the crew chief for the 60 team to get Rodriguez to pit early, and to notice that the tire fall off is not that bad here at the Glen. We got new asphalt, and to realize that the times aren't falling off that much. You can see Luke Martin, he's only running maybe 4/10 off the pace. He's running really good on 25-lap tires. Rodriguez pitted 4 laps earlier than these guys and leapfrogged into right here behind Fitzwater, and is actually running him down little by little. Luke Martin will be coming around to lap 27 of 32. There's no way that Luke Martin can save that much fuel, can he? I don't believe so. Him and James Silverfox have yet to pit. Back to 3rd position, Sean Harple has also played the strategy of staying out. They do know that there's no caution flags on this for this road course race. Back here in 4th position, Ryan Acosta. They have all yet to pit, but with coming around, it'll be 5 laps to go. I don't know if they can make it all the way on fuel. Rodriguez continuing to eat into the gap of Fitzwater by 1/10 a lap. Kurtis back there, he actually ran a little quicker than Rodriguez last lap. Man, this is going to be a nail-biter. Can Rodriguez catch Fitzwater? And what is the strategy that Luke Martin, Silverfox, Acosta, and Harple are trying to do here? DJ Kurtis just got done running his best lap of the entire race. He knows it's go time with 5 laps to go. If they are going to have any shot at winning, it's going to be hoping that them front 4 cannot make it on fuel. Fitzwater trying to run his line. Rodriguez trying an upset and win in a long time. His last win came into Decatur in 2016. But up front, Luke Martin in the 6 car. They have told him they are going to try and stretch it on fuel. Luke Martin trying to steal one here in the final laps. However, with 3 laps to go, Luke Martin can't make it. He cannot make it. Martin has to come on in. James Silverfox now with 3 laps to go, trying to steal this one here, trying to gain some points back after some lost ground. A win would go a long ways for him. 3 to go for Silverfox. Harple can't make it either in the 18 Fuel Brothers car. That's going to give it up to Ryan Acosta to take over third. Ryan Acosta still playing the fuel game, trying to save some fuel. The 6 car, Luke Martin, just came in for a splash of gas, and he's away. He's gonna be really close here with these guys, but he's not gonna line up in front of Fitzwater. What a great job for a splash of gas for Luke Martin. Right now, man, he slid right up in front of Kurtis, but Kurtis is gonna get by him. Looking to try and maybe get a 4th place finish if these guys can't make it on fuel. But Silverfox still trying to stretch it. Coming to 2 to go. James Silverfox does not have enough fuel to make it to the end. He pits. And Ryan Acosta coming to 2 to go. He's also going to have to pit. So this is going to hand it over to Fitzwater like we thought it would. But man, those guys saved so much fuel. They saved it all the way to lap 31. What a great job by all of them to play a great strategy to try and almost steal a win there. Them 4 guys nearly did it. Man, kudos to them, but now it gives it back over to Fitzwater and Rodriguez with Kurtis far behind, but it looks as though it's going to be between Rodriguez and Fitzwater with a lap and a half to go. Coming to the white flag now, Zachary Fitzwater's going to have to get after it. 2 drivers that haven't won in a long while. Fitzwater and Rodriguez. Rodriguez is all over Fitzwater now. Dayton Weeks, the rookie, is going to be in the way. Both of these drivers are looking for their first win in a long time. Rodriguez in his 2nd race here for Martin Motorsports, looking high. Who's going to get it done? Fitzwater diving out underneath of Dayton Weeks. Rodriguez going to dive it low right here into the bus stop here. Fitzwater swinging it way wide. Goes around Dayton Weeks. Rodriguez still held up behind the lap car. And it looks as though Fitzwater did the right move. Gets by Dayton Weeks. But Sky Commons is in trouble on the apron. He's sort of off the track. But it looks as though Zachary Fitzwater, the dominant car of the race, is going to be able to hold off Matthew Rodriguez as they come into the final corner. Zachary Fitzwater comes off the final corner for Watkins Glen and breaks along winless drought. Fitzwater back to victory lane here in the Sony Cup Series. This is going to help Fitzwater's chances of trying to find a good top ride. What a win will do for him. He's down 26 in the point standings. Rodriguez also very low in the points as well. They have not had the best seasons. Rodriguez jumped in this car last week at Indianapolis for the first time. He led some laps there, replacing Aaron Taylor. And his 2nd race here, he nearly won here at the Glen. He was sort of out of the equation most of the race. He pitted so early. He pitted on lap 12 when everyone else pitted on lap 16. And, man, Rodriguez, his team did a good job of playing the strategy of coming in early and realizing that the tire fall-off wasn't that bad here and got him in contention to win that race. But it was Fitzwater's race, bringing Red Bull back to victory lane for the first time this season and for the first time in a long while. Fitzwater brings Red Bull Racing, which will be turning into Hero Motorsports for next year. Hero Motorsports, Red Bull Racing have decided that they will not be bringing Zachary Fitzwater back for next year. And Fitzwater is a free agent looking for a ride, and this will help him for sure. Let's get to our finishing results and standings after Watkins Glen.